but the thing, Brian, you're gutless. You said you didn't have a football team, and then you told us because you're gutless.
Gutless.
Oh, my God, this is great.
You know
For
why?
all the
Because
years
one
you've been
time-
calling and killing me, you were on the air and showed zero guts, Brian. How awesome is that? Because I might be a Met fan and a Giant fan, but I'm not gutless. I'll come on the air and I'll tell you how I feel, but you have no guts. Yes. I don't have a football team, but you do have a football. Oh my God, you're so weak. I can't believe it. I'm actually jumping up and down. I'm giddy, baby. I'm giddy because you're a clown show. You have no guts. I win. We've been going at it for years, Brian, and I finally win. I win. I need to dunk something.
There's a reason why.
I gotta dunk
There's
something.
a reason.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
There is a reason why I said that.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's wearing a chair on his head now, Brian. That's what you do. Oh, he's throwing chairs. Gutlers.
Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Clown.
No.
Show.
You're still a loser.
Clown.
Still a loser.
Show.
You're a Met
Say it with me, Mike. Clown show.
Clown show.
Clown show. Clown show. Clown show. Brian is a clown show.
Brian, I got your back, my friend. Brian, I got your back.
Woo!
But there's a reason why I really didn't want to. Why I didn't want to tell you my football team is because I don't watch the NFL anymore. Not after
Years.
they do the national anthem.
Years.
God.
Years I've been going at it with this guy. I have an opinion going up against the Hall of Fame general manager I disagree with, and I went into the ring. You wouldn't have done it. You'd be like, right, Bill, you're right. Let's move on to another question.
First of
I
all,
stepped into the ring.
I
Look
firmly...
at this garbage. Look at this garbage. Oh, fix that.
People that don't, they don't.
Right.
You know what? There's room for both. Do whatever you like.
I heard he just came up with a new...
But I just don't want this narrative of that he's crushing us. In the last trend, he finished in first. We finished in fourth. He had 2 Yankee games that helped raise his average up. We're killing it on Yes. That doesn't count towards the radio ratings. We've got more of a young audience that podcasts us and streams us. That's the stuff that Neil Best refuses to write about. That's the stuff that the Mongos are scared to bring up. So I'm tired of this false narrative. You want to listen to Francesa? Go ahead. You want to listen to us? Go ahead. I don't care. I've got the contract. I love the job. I've been here 17 years. I built a career that I'm very proud of. Let him do what he does. I don't care. But know the facts. Don't let the yo-yos that write their own narrative because they got their head up his butt. Learn the facts. Ask us the facts, because I'll tell you the facts. He is beating us. But let him know about the Yankee games during the day. Let him know about the streaming. Let him know about the podcast. Let him know that we're killing it on Yes. Doing better than Mike and Chris did. Better than Mike and Chris did on Yes. Those are facts. Print that. Tweet that. I'm tired of the false narrative. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this. I don't care. I really don't care. It's time for the facts. God, I just can't take it.
I've been waiting for this, Don La Greca. I've been sitting here waiting. Let's go down to the station and kick his ass.
Come on. Your team's won 3 in a row. They're a playoff team. Give me a break.
I'm giving you a break. Why would he put that such a break?
Because they're still in the game.
Miserable.
The guy hit a home run into the atmosphere and then a single, and they needed more runs. Are you kidding me,
Are you a
Steve?
sad person, Steve? I mean, how is your life completely derailed to the point where you can actually have a playoff team that's won 3 in a row and your mood is being affected in a negative way because your home run hitter wasn't pinched hit for in the 9th inning? Steve, get your priorities in order, brother.
If he had a decent
Brother, come on,
he
take a
would've
look
said,
at the
"Listen,
news.
you don't
Watch the
need
news for 5 minutes,
don't need
Steve, and then
to-
tell me that your life is awful. You're a clown, Steve. I'm tired of the clown show. Tired of it. You've got a playoff team. You got a team that's won 3 in a row, and you're miserable because you love being miserable because that's what you're about. You're a clown, Steve. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you wasting our time on the air with your clown shoe garbage. Tired of it. Michael might want to entertain it. I'm tired with it. Lose the number, Steve. Tired of it. I'm a Met fan who has to watch a team that was supposed to go to the World Series be 12 games under 500, and you've got a playoff team that's beaten my team 3 in a row, and you're complaining about a guy being pinch hit for or not being pinched for in the 9th inning? Get a life. Watch CNN. You could be, God forbid, a person in Barcelona today. You're miserable because of Darren Judge not being pinched hit for? You're a clown. Get a life, Steve. Don't bother my life. Lose the number. You're banned. You're not allowed to call anymore. I'm done with him. Done with him. I'm going away. You want to put him on the air? You want to be a clown? Be my guest. Steve is banned. Life is too short, too important to waste time on this filthy human piece of garbage. If Steve's on, I'm leaving. If I ever see him on hold, I'm walking off. Steve, you're done. Lose the number. Clown. Tired of it. That's the problem. You know what? They got off the field every 3 plays because they were giving up touchdowns on every drive. Stop it, Anthony. Stop. You're making it. You don't know football. Anthony, you don't. It's sad. It's sad that you called up a station and you know nothing about the game. So the Giants gave up 51 points because they couldn't get off the field. They couldn't get off the field. They were jogging off the field, touchdown after touchdown. Anthony, stop. You seem like a good guy, man. You got to reevaluate. You got to set it back up.
Don, you're the one who had the...
No, my resume speaks for itself. No, you're the one that's good. You have to beg for your supper, not me. You have to convince the world you know what you're talking about. Not me. Not me, you. When you make statements like that, you now have to convince the world you know what you're talking about. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You've got players killing Ben McAdoo. Killing Ben McAdoo. Defense gives up 51 points. An offensive line that's been a turnstile. An inability to run the football. Wide receivers dropping passes. Tight end after tight end, year after year. And you think the number one problem is Eli Manning? You don't know the shape of a football. If you think Eli Manning's the number one problem, you don't know the color of a football. You are dead wrong about this. Dead. Anthony, you think you know football? It's just dots on a television screen to you. I couldn't do open heart surgery. You couldn't dissect a football game. If you believe that Eli Manning is the number one problem, then it's foreign to you. It's like another language. It's like trying to read Korean. When you watch football, you have a complete lack of understanding of what's going on. So stop. No, Michael. No, I'm not talking to him because he does not have the acumen in which to have a conversation about football. Right?
Yes.
I bring up Ed Kranepool because poor Ed Kranepool came up when he was 17 years old, spent his entire career as a Met. When David Wright was breaking every offensive record, he was breaking Ed Kranepool's records, Michael. Ed Kranepool. Peter, Ed Kranepool. Did you ever hear of him before today? I'm not mocking you. This is not Casey Stengel. This is Ed Kranepool. Did you know who he was before today? I'm asking you.
Before today, but not before I worked on the show.
Right.
Never.
That's your guy. That's your forever guy. Not Ruth, not Gehrig, not Mantle, not DiMaggio, not Berra, not Jeter, not Pettit, not Andujar, not Torreyes, not Judge, not Bird. Ed Kranepool. Ed Kranepool. There's 90% of this audience right now that couldn't pick Ed Kranepool out of a lineup. If Ed Kranepool picked them up at the airport, they'd say, hey, dude, what's your name? Can you take me to Midtown? You played for the Mets? That's cool, man. When did you play for the Mets? That's awesome, dude. That's your forever player. Ed bleeping Kranepool. That's it. There's not one other one. Not one. And don't give me Reyes. Don't give me Reyes. And don't give me Wright.
And when you say forever, you mean like so Tom Seaver is not that? Because he left.
They traded Tom Seaver away, Michael. They traded him away. And then in 1984, he came back. He begged to be a Met in 84. Michael, he begged them. I want to come back to this piece of garbage organization just because these were my best days. And they left him unprotected, and the White Sox took him. The White Sox, though, and you know what he did with the White Sox, Michael? Do you remember what he did? Do you remember what he did?
300th win.
Against who?
Yanks.
Right in his hometown, right here in New York. right here in New York. He wins his 300th game as a White Sox. Darryl, 3 championships as a Yankee. Gooden, no-hitter as a Yankee. Nolan Ryan, 7 no-hitters. Not one of them is a Met. 7. Ed Kranepool. Ed Kranepool. That's your guy. That's who should wear a jersey. You should go to the stadium, Ed Kranepool. That's the guy. That's the Ed. There's no one else. There's literally, Michael, no one else. Kuzman was a Twin. Bud Harrelson was a Ranger. Do I go on? Do I go on?
Was it the Pythagorean theorem? The Pythagorean theorem says that the Red Giants offensive line, that their record should be 1-1. That's the Pythagorean theorem said that the Giants offensive line, that their record should be 2-0.
When I talk Pythagorean theorem, I sound like that?
No.
Oh.
The people that trust the Pythagorean theorem,
Okay.
the people that listen to the Pythagorean theorem, the people that sit there at their desk, that only know the naked body through National Geographic, that do the math to come up with the Pythagorean theorem. That's what they sound like.
Wow.
Quit it. It's football. I've been watching it for 40 years. 40 years. That's one of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen. And they have not gone this long without scoring 20 points since 77-78 when Joe Pisarcik was their quarterback. Patterson played Joe. So take that with your Pythagorean theorem. The Joe Pisarcik theorem.
You know what, though? You're doing the same thing. You think I can't hear it in your voice saying, oh, well, Chapman said that to the media that there's nothing wrong with him, that he's okay, you know. But what's he going to say, Michael? You're trying to pull us in the same boat. Listen.
Oh, stop, Brian. Well, you didn't even say what I said correctly. I said, doesn't matter what he says to the fans and the media, as long as he doesn't tell the Yankees that he's not hurt, because then he can get seriously hurt. So the fact that he told the media he's fine doesn't necessarily mean he's fine. But to come on the radio and hope harm on people tells me that you are a loner and a loser and a nobody, that the only reason that you exist is to hope other people get hurt, because sports is so important to you and your mood is so important based on how your team does, means that you're going nowhere in life. I feel sorry for you, Brian. I feel sorry that you have to live through other people's hurt and pain to get satisfaction. Call somebody else. Call Francesa and have a conversation with him, you clown.
Oh, their center fielder. I said the wrong name. I apologize. I'll sit in the corner.
Ozuna and
Okay.
Arenado, they're very much alike.
Oh,
Now he's attacking you for
well,
no reason.
I was defending you animal, because you know what I thought when he said? I agree with Peter, but I didn't want to kill the show and devalue a friend. But if you're just going to have scorched earth here, I know the difference between a center fielder and a third baseman. I just got my names mixed up a little bit. But don't go after me, because you'll lose. Physically, mentally, don't dare come back in the studio. I defended you. I defended you. This guy went after your credibility, and I defended you, but you acted like such a baby that you said, I'm scorching earth. I'm going after everybody. I'm going to kill him. That's not being a friend. That's not being a co-host. Make fun of me because I said the wrong name. Treat me like him.
Oh, wow. Now I'm offended now.
No, but I'm just saying, I've been working with this guy for 15 years, Peter.
31 days since the last
15 years I've been working with the guy. I'm sorry. I think he should treat me better than you. I think I should get more of the benefit of the doubt than you. I think that's fair.
That's very fair.
It's the 15-1 scenario.
Yeah, he's right.
Like Steve Phillips, the 24-1 scenario. It's the 15-1 scenario.